Hello and welcome back to Green-HillGaming, where I share my passion of video games with the whole wide world. In this live stream I'll be playing some Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath online, so sit back, relax, stay safe, but as always and more importantly, enjoy the live stream. And I promise not to only go as Shao Kahn in this live stream. I'll mix it up with some other combatants. As always, I like to go with casuals because it's the only online mode where I can show off my character variations. At least character variation name anyway. No, not just the name actually, it carries over character variation movesets as well. So that's why I go with casuals. And howdy do to my first and two lovely viewers. You're both very welcome to Green-HillGaming, where tonight I'm playing some Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath online. So it is great to have you both in the live stream. I hope all is well and enjoy. Now, I said I wouldn't only go as Shao Kahn in this live stream, but nonetheless I will kick off. Okay, I'll be kicked out of the session. What I was going to say was I'll kick the live stream off with Shao Kahn, but I think, as always, the very mention of Shao Kahn injects fear and terror into my opponents. So that is why the game session ended. Okay, hopefully this game session will not end. Not before I kick my opponent's ass, that is. Opponent has left the game. I'm actually convinced at this stage that my opponents just fear me when I play as Shao Kahn. I am telling you, the second that Green-HillGaming, utters the name Shao Kahn, telling you, my opponents, they just tremble in fear. Okay, I'll just say nothing this time. Test it. Test your mind.
Scorpion. Shao Kahn.
Okay, so far my opponent has not left the session. Good. Good stuff. Don't I... thought he was going to leave there for a second. Don't I always go with Retrocade? Seriously, since NetherRealm Studios introduced Retrocade, in my mind it is the only stage. Okay, kicking the live stream off with Shao Kahn. And look at those colours. The colours are probably terrible on your screen right now. If they are, apologies. But on my screen, they look absolutely amazing.
Feel my pain.
No. Okay. I just hate Scorpion so much. He's gonna scream at the top of your fucking lungs. That's what I feel like now. Bastard. play Scorpion players.
Round 2, fight. Finish him.
Alright, go on, finish it up. Yeah, do a little fancy
Mercy.
little. Mercy, thanks. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I get to drink some of my tea while I hopefully win this round. Yet I won't. Oh, that was lucky.
It's better to die.
Thanks for the mercy. But you should know
Final
better
round.
than to give Shao
Fight.
Kahn mercy.
Feel my pain.
You lad. Alright, go on. Come on, move along. Yeah, fatality. Go on. Yeah. Yeah. Poison dice. Yeah.
Fatality. Scorpion wins.
Wait. Your name? Oh, what's his name? Is it Doom? Doom 74. Soon Microsoft are gonna own your name, man. Unfortunately. What it is Doom, isn't it? I gone blind. Well, that went well. Alright, we'll put Shao Kahn away for a while. Shao Kahn is gonna go into his throne room for the not for the remainder of the live stream, but for the majority of the live stream. Jesus Christ. So I'm seriously beginning to think, is it the actual opponents declining, or is it actually NetherRealm Studios servers? So who declines, like? If you're looking for a game online, like, who's actually... why would I decline this right now, like? So I think half the time it actually isn't the opponents declining, it's just the servers being... Oh, Jesus. I'm going to fucking bed in 5 minutes now. This continues to happen, seriously. I will do it.
Sub-Zero.
Okay. What about... I was Shiva.
Shiva.
Let's see how you fare against me, Scorpion. Shiva. Even though I haven't played as her for a while, no, to be
Dragon
honest.
Fight Club.
I can just hear the muffling of my opponent's headset.
Round 1, fight.
What's the fuck? God's sake, Mac Wi-Fi, like. Look at the name. Look at my variation name. Combo killer. That's what I do, man.
I will break you.
Yeah, I break those combo heads.
Round 2. Fight.
I didn't give my
MC
opponent.
Wolfie, emoji happy tears.
But Mac Wi-Fi is crazy, man. Damien, buddy, welcome to Green-HillGaming, where I'm having a bit of a online session in Mortal Kombat 11, man. How are you keeping? Yeah, man, everywhere I go, man, I see that Mac Wi-Fi. At least give me some fries with that Mac Wi-Fi, you know?
Finish him.
Oh, what a perfect penalty. Look at this for a fatality. So I just want to say hello to all of my lovely viewers watching Green-HillGaming right now, where I'm playing some... Look at that for a fatality, Jesus Christ. Playing some Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath.
I'm good,
Online.
thanks. You?
That's good, buddy.
Wins.
I am doing well now, have to say no, man. Thank you. Got my first win there in Mortal Kombat 11, so doing well. Hopefully I can keep up that winning streak now. I'm going to go as other opponents in this live stream. I started off with Shao Kahn. I got clapped. It's actually the older you get, I'm telling you, your brain can't remember some of the characters' moves, man. Like when you haven't played this game for a while, God, it can be hard to remember the movesets. I think I'm gonna go as Spawn next.
Spawn.
Straight from hell.
Aaron Black.
It is the hell spawn. Spawn. It was a terrible introduction, wasn't it?
Retrocade.
Alright, Simmons. Ron Simmons. No, Ron Simmons is from wrestling. Simmons is his name though. Surname. Spawn. This is John Simmons, I think. Oh my God, look at those colors. Holy shit. Man, ever since I turned on HDR, man, I feel like I've just seen colors for the first time.
What would you want to go and do that for?
So I can shove them down your throat.
Yeah, you
Round
tell him,
1.
Spawn.
Fight.
That is that, friend request. Ah, Sonic Gaming, thank you for this friend request. I literally don't know his moveset anymore. Oh. It's been too long since I played this game.
Need one shot.
Oh my God.
Round 2. Fight.
Fuck off, like. Oh yeah, what a great fatality. The punch of death.
Aaron Black wins.
His winning animation was better than his fatality. Fuck's sake. Alright, like, next opponent, please. Really, this game really drags out the fucking... Alright, I'm gonna go as Liu Kang this time. Look at the name. John Shrek Games. I'm gonna go as Liu Kang. Where is he?
Sub-Zero. Liu Kang.
You can do it. Liu Kang.
Sea of Blood.
I admire your discipline, Sub-Zero.
And I, your honor, Liu Kang.
May you be as humble in defeat.
Round 1. Fight.
As the snow falls, so will you.
Round 2. Fight. Finish him.
Oh, this is gas. This is funny.
Friendship. Sub-Zero wins.
He gets an ice cream, Sub-Zero. I'll have a cornetto. Look at him. No, we're not getting a rematch. Fuck off. Like, even though I only won one fight so far, at least I'm playing as other fighters. You see, a couple of months back I was actually playing a lot of this game. Oh, just banged my elbow off the chair. And I was able to... I had a load of fighters' movesets learned off.
Top all morning.
It is Mr.
Noob Saibot.
Damien Sewell trying to troll me. Oh man, that was a good one. You almost got me there for a second. Until I looked down at the phone.
War Camp.
You almost caught me.
Elbow
there,
cough.
Stealing the identity of Mr. Chad Middleton. The Shang
Round
Tsung of
one.
Green-HillGaming.
Fight.
Fuck, like?
I will destroy you.
No, you won't.
Round two. Fight.
You think that? Oh, for fuck.
Friendship. Noob Saibot wins.
I don't think I've seen that one actually, that's funny. So Noob Cyber gets up to in his spare time. Yeah, select a new fire.
Noob Saibot.
I'll go Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung. Wuxi Dragon.
What the hell, I didn't get an opportunity to vote for my stage. Bastards.
RE8 will be shown at TGS.
Yeah, they're showing like 2 hours of the game. They can fuck right off. I mean, it's great that they're going to be showing the game, but there was no way that I'm watching 2 hours of Resident Evil Village. But yeah, it's going to be shown. Shit.
That's like half of the story shown FFS ha ha ha.
Exactly. That's a crazy amount of time to be shown again. Fuck. What the fuck, like? Change your lines, Noob Cyber. I said that already.
Round two. Fight.
You should delete all our videos from history on YouTube.
Oh man, look at this.
Finish.
Fucking. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Okay, mess it in there, you know?
So nothing will come on recommendations.
That's actually a good idea. I wasn't too sure what you meant there. But no, that makes sense actually. It's actually nobody needs to watch like the first 2 hours of a game. Like, I wouldn't mind watching a gameplay trailer. Like, it's crazy. They're probably going to show like the opening section or something. They're probably going to show the main character starting off in the village and then probably making his way around the village or something like that. But that's something that the player needs to experience themselves, like in their own time.
I hate when people title a video a huge spoiler.
Oh, stop. Same here, man, I do as well. Because they do it to get the views. And, you know what I mean? They don't give 2 fucks then about, like, who they're actually spoiling it for, like. Oh, I got next.
Scorpion.
What about Robocard? Huge spoiler
Trap.
in Super Mario Bros. Princess Peach gets kidnapped. Huge Fortnite spoiler. Kid rages.
Round 1.
Ubisoft to PlayStation.
Ubisoft. What? There's talk now about PlayStation buying Ubisoft. Really? What's this Scorpion?
Round 2. Fight.
Only people talking shit, I'd say haha.
I hope so, to be honest with you. This is... If that does happen, then things have gotten way out of hand. Shit.
Finish him.
Ah!
Scorpion wins.
I've actually been ranting for most of today on Facebook about the about Microsoft acquiring Zanzimax and potentially Sega. And I think, for me, what it comes down to at the end of the day is people should want to buy a console. And if it's a
I'd love to
PlayStation,
know why Sony bothered to pay Take-Two $750 million for 3 months exclusive of Top 5.
did they do that? Didn't even know about that. Like, 750 million for 3 months exclusive. What's this about now? Is this like GTA 5 on PS5 now, or what's the story with that? What's funny is, like, PS5 is backwards compatible. Even Anthony was saying this, and he's right. Like, PS5 was backwards compatible with PS4. GTA 5 is on PS4. It's already been enhanced on PS4. Like, what more can they do to this game? What possible reason would anyone have to pay money again for GTA 5 on PS5?
Waste of money. If so, it was rumored price of the 3 months exclusive of Top 5 with new updates.
Complete waste of money, to be honest. It's a complete waste of money. Absolute waste of money. So, yeah, I feel that people
Should have snapped up some smaller companies.
Yeah, I think anything would have been better than spending 750 million on ensuring that a 7-year-old game, gets re-released, becomes exclusive to their platform for 3 months. It's daft. They should be sitting down with Take-Two Interactive and saying, hey, what's happening with GTA 6? So yeah, it's complete waste of money. I agree with you. But yeah, man, I was spending the majority of the day ranting actually on Facebook about Microsoft acquiring studios and giving my opinion on it. And I was able to narrow it down to this one point, which is I feel that people should want to buy a console. And if it's PlayStation, I feel that they would want to buy PlayStation because of games like God of War and The Last of Us and Horizon and other first party games that like PlayStation is known for, and all of those games have always been first party titles. They've never been on any other console. I think if it's PlayStation that they want to buy, I believe that the reason they want to buy that console is because of Xbox games and games that made Xbox into what it is today, like Halo and Gears of War. And I think if they want to buy a Nintendo, it should be down to Nintendo's first party library. So they would want to buy Nintendo because of games like Mario and Animal Crossing. Again, all games that have only been on Nintendo hardware, because all the games I mentioned are first party titles. The problem I have with Microsoft acquiring Zanzibar Studios and quite possibly Sega is that it creates this scenario where players are forced to buy a console that they might have absolutely no interest in. For me, I have no interest in Xbox. I don't want an Xbox. I don't want to buy an Xbox One. I have no reason, motivation, or interest in buying an Xbox. So I feel like people should not be forced to buy a console to play what were once third-party
The only
titles.
game from Bethesda that will do well is T6.
It's a huge game, Elder Scrolls, and I feel like it will perform well. I would agree with you there. I would. Problem is, I have been enjoying games like the Elder Scrolls Skyrim, Doom, and Wolfenstein on PlayStation and Nintendo Switch. But I'm now in a situation where I am forced to buy a console that I have no interest in to continue playing those Bethesda games. That's the issue. And that's what I have against, Microsoft acquiring these studios. Like, I want to buy a PS5. I wanted to buy a Switch. I wanted to buy a Switch because of Nintendo's first-party library of games and the innovation of their console. I want to buy a PS5 but primarily because of the console and what it can do, and the DualSense controller, and to continue playing games like Resident Evil and Final Fantasy. But I've gotten to play some amazing first-party titles on Sony, like God of War and Horizon. But I want to buy a PS5 for my own reasons. I'm not forced to buy a PS5. I'm not forced to buy a Switch. But now, because of Microsoft acquiring ZanziMax, I am forced. I'm not going to, by the way, but people in general are forced to now buy a console that they may have absolutely no interest in buying, just so they can continue playing those games. That's the issue. Like, more than likely, Elder Scrolls 6 will do very well. But you see, the blunt truth of the matter is, unfortunately, none of us are going to make any money off that. Because I have been looking at the comment section, especially, today when I actually was ranting. And a lot of people, are speaking like they're Microsoft PRs or executives or shareholders. Like, it's great from a business sense, and from the sense of, from the point of view of Microsoft staff and ZanziMax staff, they're all going to make great money. But none of that benefits us from the point of view of finance. Now, I've heard people who are Game Pass subscribers talking about how it benefits them because all these games are on Game Pass. But would you really subscribe to a service just for a handful of games? Because I know I wouldn't. So that's there's a much deeper like analysis of all this. But yeah, if I had to narrow it down to one main issue, it would be being forced to buy a console that you don't want to buy, that you have no interest in, just to continue playing games that were once third-party games. I've heard people, I'll get back to the gameplay now in a second. I've heard people say, but what's the difference with being forced to buy a PlayStation to play God of War or being forced to buy Nintendo to play Animal Crossing? And there's a big difference. Because God of War has always been exclusive to PlayStation. Animal Crossing has always been exclusive to Nintendo because they're first-party titles. Nobody who buys a PlayStation feels they're forced into buying it to play God of War. If you want to play God of War, you expect it to be on PlayStation and you'll buy it. Same goes to Nintendo Animal Crossing. Whereas Doom is made by id Software, published by Bethesda, always has always been available on multiple consoles. You never had to buy one console to play Doom. It was widely available across multiple platforms. Whereas now, because of Microsoft acquiring ZeniMax, it's only potentially would only be made available on Xbox. So that's the difference. That's the difference. You are forced to buy a console that you would have no interest in, so you can play games like Wolfenstein, Doom, and Elder Scrolls. And that's the issue that I have. You know, I don't have shares in Microsoft or ZeniMax, so the business acquisition doesn't benefit me. You know, so yeah, that's what I would narrow it down to. Is fundamentally, you should want to buy a console. You should never feel like you're forced into buying a console. And yeah, I think it's this situation fundamentally goes against everything that Phil Spencer claims to stand for, which is we're all part of the gaming industry, and how can we be all part of the gaming industry if PlayStation owners and Nintendo owners can't experience what one's third-party titles? There's nobody saying bring God of War to Nintendo and bring Animal Crossing to PlayStation. There's nobody saying that, because there is such thing as first-party exclusives, and it's what makes consoles so competitive. Competition is good.
Shao Kahn.
But there's a fundamental difference between first party and third party. First party games are the games that difference consoles from each other. Whereas third party games are games that all gamers can experience on all platforms. So I think if this continues to happen, and it's going to completely erase the concept of what a third party and a first party game is.
Round one. Fight.
Anyway, that's enough of that. I just by default I'm back to Shao Kahn. I'm in the Shao Kahn mood. Well, my ranting today. Boom, that's how you do it. Actually, what are your thoughts on the situation, Damien? On Microsoft acquiring ZeniMax. I know that you don't play a whole lot of Bethesda games. I know you would have played the Evil Within, and you have a couple of Wolfenstein games. But nonetheless, how do you feel about this acquisition? And overall, I suppose, in general, how do you feel about big first-party companies buying out third parties? Do you think it's a good thing for gaming? And how does it affect you, personally? I know for me, it does affect me big time, because I'm a huge fan of the Doom series, Wolfenstein.
You suck.
And I actually had a lot of fun playing the Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. So the realization of the possibility that I am now in a situation where I'm forced into buying a third console that quite simply I have no interest in, just to continue playing a handful of games. I have to lose out on Doom, Wolfenstein and Elder Scrolls because I have no interest in an Xbox. if I worked for Microsoft and ZenziMax, I'd be smiling from ear to ear because I'd be running into my bank account and I'd be looking at all the money that I'm making.
It'll have a terrible effect on the future of gaming.
You know, I think you just summed it up better than I ever could, to be honest with you, because that says it all, really. That's like what you have summed up there is the, no pun intended, the aftermath. That's what this game is called. But that's going to be the aftermath of this situation. It's going to leave a terrible effect on the future of gaming. Scorpion has joined the live stream. Scorpion, as much as I hate your character in Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath, you are very welcome to Green-HillGaming, where I am, of course, playing some online
play the story
in Mortal Kombat 11. Chocolate Ice. You know what, actually? Funny you should mention that, actually, because I'm actually going to play the story. Because I feel like I'm being clapped online. Now, I know, Damien, you would have seen the story a few times.
Damn.
So, apologies for that. But nonetheless, I'm actually going to kickstart the story in just a few minutes. But I just want to, first of all, welcome Scorpion and Chocolate Ice 20 to Green-HillGaming. You're all very welcome to my Mortal Kombat 11 live stream. Even though it says in the live stream title that I'm playing some online, I'm going to change the script.
I hope
and play
Smoke
some
comes
story.
back in the next KP.
Be great to have Smoke back. Classic fighter, good old Smoke. I agree with you there, Chocolate. Be nice to have a bit of Smoke back. And yeah, Damien, you have basically painted the drastic picture, which is the reality of the situation, the aftermath of the situation. It is going to have a terrible effect on the future of gaming. I just want to hit on that
Everyone
for a few
wants him
minutes.
back. Imagine the intros he and Scorpion would have.
Oh my god, it would be interesting, yeah, because that's basically like Noob Saibot is the original Sub-Zero by Han, and Scorpion killed by Han. So, oh no, I get mixed up. Sorry, that's not Smoke. Sorry, what am I saying? Smoke was one of the other Lin Kuei ninjas. I got mixed up between Smoke and Noob Saibot there for a second. But yeah, their intros would be great. Definitely.
LOL.
I got mixed up there for a second. But just want to hit home. I don't know if you're Chocolate and Scorpion. Don't know if you're aware of the.
And he would have sick gear.
He would, yeah. But I don't know if you're both aware of the current situation involving Microsoft acquiring ZenziMax, which is the parent company of Bethesda, id Software, Machine Games, and many other. Meaning that Microsoft now own Doom, Wolfenstein, The Elder Scrolls, The Evil Within, and many other games. Don't know if you're aware of that, but you know, myself and Damien were discussing that there for a while, and Damien has given his opinion on the situation, and he reckons that it'll have a terrible effect on the future of gaming, and I 100% agree with him. That's exactly it. Because there used to be a time where, imagine this, I have grown up with Mortal Kombat since I was a child. One of the first video games I ever played was Mortal Kombat. I am now a 31-year-old adult. When I was about 6 years of age, possibly even younger, one of the first video games I ever played was Mortal Kombat. Okay, that was on the Sega Master System. I would then go on to play Mortal Kombat Trilogy on the Nintendo 64, Mortal Kombat 4 on the PlayStation 1, and I played Mortal Kombat Armageddon on the Nintendo Wii. So I played Mortal Kombat on a lot of consoles because Mortal Kombat has, and thankfully is still, a third-party title, meaning that it didn't matter what console you owned, you could play Mortal Kombat. If companies like Microsoft continue to acquire these third-party studios, it's going to mean that if you want to continue playing Mortal Kombat, you are forced into buying a console that you probably have no interest.
I hope we get MK9 skins for the females.
Possibly. You remind me of one of my other subs, Chad Middleton. He wants that as well. So what it means is, even if you have no interest in Xbox, which I don't. And it's not. This is not a fanboy comment. This is a genuine. This is the genuine shoot. I have no interest in Xbox. I don't want to buy an Xbox. But if Microsoft acquire NetherRealm Studios or one of their other games, it means that I will have no choice but to be forced into buying an Xbox to continue playing Mortal Kombat. And that is, as Damien put it, it's going to have a terrible effect on the future of gaming, because that would be a terrible future where you have to be forced into buying a console just to play what was formerly a third-party game.
Ed Boon teased Ermac and Reptile on his Twitter.
Ed Boon is always teasing stuff on his Twitter. They're going to have to grab the biggest fucking jar of salt and just throw it over your shoulder.
LOL true.
Ed Boon is just the biggest troll in gaming. No. So I said I was going to play some online, but I'm actually going to play the story now. So I hope that's okay, Damien, if I play the story, because I know that you've seen the story a few times now. Now I'm going to do the Aftermath story, because I actually think the Aftermath story is far better than the base story, to be quite honest with you. So this part 1 is the base story, and part 2 is the
Maybe
Aftermath
Ed needs a
story.
GF. Emoji happy tears. Emoji happy tears.
He probably has one, I don't know. True though, true. He's a massive troll. All the way back to there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 chapters. And all those chapters basically carry over from the base story. So in total there's 17 chapters in the
He probably
Mortal Kombat
married
11
LOL.
story. More than likely. I'll ask him for you. Joking. So this is the first chapter.
Emoji happy tears. Emoji happy tears. Emoji happy tears. Do you enjoy the story?
Love the story. I've always loved the story of Mortal Kombat.
Kronika is dead.
And who knows? Kronika could still be alive. After all, she is a Titan. She is the keeper of time. So, I mean, think of it from this point of view.
Our work is finished, Liu Kang.
If Shao
Same,
Kahn,
I think the ending is crazy too much. Now
If Sha-
she dead.
that's the thing. Is she dead? Because Shao Kahn and Shang Tsung have made many comebacks in the Mortal Kombat universe over the years, and like they're nothing compared to a Titan, the keeper of time, Kronika. So is Kronika really dead? Who knows? But I know I actually love the story of Mortal Kombat, and in particular the Mortal Kombat 11 story, and you know, in particular again even Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath story. It's really fantastic.
Lord Raiden,
I am merely Raiden now. You have proven worthy to take my place as the new protector of Earthrealm, once it is restored.
you honor me, Raiden.
The honor is mine, Lord Liu Kang. The sands of time are now yours to shape. It falls upon you to architect a new history.
The fate of all realms in my hands? Raiden,
Do you miss the old voice
I
actors
don't
from
do this
MKX?
I shall advise you
Not
for
really.
as long as my mortality allows. But have no doubt, you are up to the task.
then together,
Yep.
let us begin.
Did he get Scorpion? Scorpion would say that now, wouldn't he? I'm only joking. I have to say I haven't really taken much notice of it, no.
before you doom us all.
Shang Tsung and his homies.
Ron did a excellent job.
What?
Same Scorpion, new voice is good. Liu Kang, new voice is growing on me.
I gotta say, Ronda Rousey should have been kept far away from Mortal Kombat.
Wolf? Fujin? What are you?
Cease your magic before the hourglass shatters.
Even here at the dawn of time, you spew lies and deceit. We will not hear it.
In defeating Kronika, you destroyed her crown. Without it, you can't restart history. The hourglass will shatter. All realms will be lost.
Fujin, is this true?
Kronika's every action was taken to ensure her crown's preparation. She would not dare to restart history without it.
Ron is great as Scorpion sounds more Japanese.
Kronika came to each of us for our help.
I
She
can't
offered
agree
places
about
in a new
Ronda.
era. For refusing her, we were banished to a
Do you know, this is what I say about Ronda Rousey, yeah? Ronda Rousey got that position because of her fame, because of her name, because of her title. She's Ronda Rousey from MMA and, you know, more recently World Wrestling Entertainment. She's Ronda Rousey, yeah? Imagine all...
Kerry
like,
Toga was such a badass as Shang. They should bring him back in the new MK movie.
oh, it's a bit late now for that because that movie is pretty much more or less wrapped up, but it would have been great if they had brought him back even as a cameo or something. He made a cameo in Mortal Kombat Legacy, the web series. Now this is what I want to say about Ronda Rousey. Think of all the young voice actors that are trying to break into the video game industry or just the voice acting industry in general. All these like young kind of like intern, just left college, kind of their passion is video games. They want to do voice acting for video games, but they're nobodies. They're John Smiths, Jane Does, John Does. They're just nobodies, yeah.
For the sequel, they should bring him back, and Ron really did a good job though as Scorpion.
Wait, what? Oh, I thought you were talking about Ronda Rousey. Wait, who brought in Ronda Rousey? I thought someone said Ronda Rousey. Did somebody say Ronda Rousey? I might have read that wrong. I think I read that wrong. I thought you were talking about Ronda Rousey. But nonetheless, know that Ronda Rousey has been discussed. My point still stands. I think that she shouldn't have gotten the position because of her title. I think that young voice actors should have gotten the opportunity to have their voices heard in the game. But I don't really take too much notice of the voice acting. And that's nothing against the voice actors. I just don't take too much notice of them, to be honest with you.
Events leading up to your siege of the keep, but we were powerless to intervene.
But then you killed Kronika. The Void Seal was broken open, permitting our escape via the Hourglass.
If you know so much about the Hourglass, how do you propose I reset the timeline?
With the crown.
The crown is destroyed.
Only in our present, not in our past.
And while I cannot restart history without the crown,
you can send travelers back into the current timeline.
I see. I must return to the moment before Kronika's defeat. End that battle differently, so that her crown remains intact.
That leaves too much to chance. Kronika must never possess the crown. Otherwise, you cannot guarantee victory.
What do you propose, sorcerer?
That you send me into the past to steal the crown from my island before Kronika sends Cetrion to claim it.
It's like Mortal Kombat meets
Then
Back to the
deliver it
Future.
to Lord Raiden, and together we'll defeat Kronika. With the crown and hourglass under our control, we can restart history safely.
Why are we listening to this snake?
Because I am a snake who's toiled beside Kronika, learning her secrets. I know them. Do you?
He has a point, Raiden. Fugitive, a word?
How is it you conspire against Kronika? Did her promises of grandeur not suit you?
She wanted me to be her pawn, not her partner. She sculpted my entire existence to serve her, to collect souls for her crown. When my purpose was served, she betrayed me, casting me into the void.
Your grievance does not fool me, Shang Tsung.
Then trust that we have a shared interest in breaking Kronika's stranglehold on our destinies.
Inevitably, our interests will diverge.
This alliance is temporary. Have no illusions otherwise.
I understand your misgivings, but it is the only way. But the risk, Liu Kang, will be rewarded. Say nothing to Nightwolf. We will proceed with your plan, Shang Tsung. I must stay behind to operate the hourglass. But Nightwolf and Fujin will go with you to supervise.
I welcome the assistance.
I will join you.
No, Raiden. I need your counsel here. Have faith in Fujin and Nightwolf.
If I have faith in anyone, it is you, brother.
I will try to send you back to the Time Merger. You should have enough time to claim the crown before Cetrion delivers it to Kronika.
Your confidence is inspiring.
As the Keeper of Time, I am still a novice, Nightwolf.
May the Great Spirit protect us.
This voice acting has dramatically improved from, like, let's say a game like Mortal Kombat 4, which I think is the first Mortal Kombat game that had voice acting.
You've suffered too long at this pretender's hands.
Is my guy,
but I've
Shao Kahn.
returned, and I will save you from his madness. Only I can rebuild the Empire. All realms will tremble before me. Outworld will again be conquerors, never the conquered! Shown it before, I'd have had no need for Melina.
My sister was an unholy monster. Exactly like you, father.
I love how nobody spots them.
When have we arrived?
Just three people just appearing out of nowhere.
Merger, yes?
And nobody spots them.
Between Kotal and Shao Kahn.
No, look. It's much later than that. This is Kitana's battle with Shao Kahn.
Then we're almost out of time. We must escape quickly. Changing this battle's outcome could cause Cetrion to claim the crown earlier than expected.
And guarantee our failure.
Let's go.
I finished the story of Spider-Man.
Nice one, man. Nice one, man. Congrats. Right now, I'm going to give you a digital fist bump. Good stuff, buddy. There we go. Digital
Emoji oncoming
bump.
fist.
Oncoming fist? Wait, no, that was the wrong fucking... Jesus Christ. Didn't want to punch you. Wait, that's the only fist bump there. Oncoming fist. Wait, what about this one right now?
Emoji right facing fist.
You're getting punches in all directions. But nonetheless, man, congrats on that, man. I'm kind of like towards the end of it, actually. I got to actually go back and complete it myself. But fair play, man. Well done. Is the last boss hard?
We escaped the battle undetected.
Shang Tsung, or not. Where have you been hiding? You can sort with Earthrealmers now.
His business is none of yours, Collector.
My business is collecting what Shao Kahn wants. He will pay handsomely for you.
You're outnumbered, Collector.
Am I? These are indeed strange days. How do Earthrealmers profit by protecting Shang Tsung?
He shares our goal.
Not hard at all, man.
Defeat.
Really good story though.
Oh, the story is actually fantastic.
Fight.
So the last boss isn't that hard at all. Alright, he moves again.
Isn't too bad if you know what to really do and you utilize abilities.
So throwing those combos so on you can't. Yeah, the great thing about Spider-Man's combat is it's all about kind of keeping an eye on the screen and knowing when to dodge. Like watching the like the colors, like if there's a red means they're going to attack you and stuff like that. So like dodging, no. Yeah, I couldn't think of the word. So yeah, like once you know all that, so you'd be
Thank
sorted.
you,
Like,
Great Spirit.
yeah, I actually love the combat in Spider-Man.
Kitana has defeated Shao Kahn.
He always had more ego than skill.
Come, let us leave while the crowd is distracted.
Beg your pardon, Shang Tsung. To be insulting Shao Kahn like that. He's got skill and
we're
ego.
already here later than we wanted to be. Let's go to your island now and take the crown. No detours.
Our rather public arrival at the Colosseum makes that impossible. Kronika's outworld allies will inform her of our presence. Go to my island now. We could be ambushed by Cetrion herself.
And our combined power won't
Can't
stop
wait
her.
for the next one.
Need help.
But whose help?
Same
We
here,
can't
man. It
recruit
looks
any
great.
of our allies without altering this timeline's events.
When does that come out again?
Sindel,
Sindel's a revenant.
who can be restored to life, and who plays no major part in the battles that lie ahead. We can safely recruit her without disrupting events. It's a tactic Kronika is unlikely to anticipate.
She was Shao Kahn's empress, his equal.
Launch of the
evil.
PS5.
Because he had
Ah,
her
nice one.
bewitched.
Launch title, so.
Returning Sindel to life will restore her original, more heroic self.
And if we fail? The Sindel
That's one hell of a
I knew
launch
wiped
title
out
for
most of
PS5.
Earthrealm's champions in a single battle. If Nightwolf hadn't sacrificed himself, she would have killed them all.
And that is the power we need to assure victory against Cetrion. Sindel is the key.
And I suppose restoring her will be easy.
Anything but. We can use Earthrealm's Jinsei to heal Sindel's body. But to break Quan Chi's spell and revive her soul, we will need access to Outworld's Soul Chamber.
You have a different plan, Nightwolf? A better one?
One hint to betrayal, sorcerer. And we will finish you. Where do we start?
Earthrealm. To acquire the Jinsei.
Shang Tsung, Fujin, Nightwolf, all were seen in the Colosseum. How is that possible?
It should not be. Those cast into the void do not return.
If Shang Tsung were to...
I am aware, Garrus. Take Frost and find them. We must discern from when and whence they came.
That will be sufficient.
You two may leave. I'll stay behind to secure the grotto. Your aid is not required.
Apparently this is an Easter egg coming up here. That's the guy in the crypt.
These traps are excellent. Who knew the Shaolin was so diabolical?
From you, that's high praise.
Indeed.
Shang Tsung, come. Kronika is keen to question you.
Kronika isn't the future, Frost. We've seen it. Join us on the right side of
Go
history.
Frost.
The only side is Kronika's. My place in her new era is assured.
Yes.
Fight.
Earthrealm will prevail.
Getting some good practice in here for online.
Nothing is assured, Frost.
Is he finished?
I am eternal, Fujin. My will and my strength, infinite.
Tomahawk to the head from Mr. Night Wolf.
Of all the Night Wolves I have fought, you are the fiercest.
It must be why the Great Spirit chose me to wear the mantle.
You are also anomalous. No one has ever escaped the void.
Fight.
next Mortal Kombat is going to be probably one of the most interesting Mortal Kombat games ever. The new era. Like anything goes in the new era. Like it basically gives Ed Boon and the rest of the team a blank canvas to work with. And for a series that's been around for a hell of a long time now, it's well over 20 years. That's a great position to be in. Imagine being the co-creator of Mortal Kombat, right? And you're sitting down, and you're like, well, what the fuck can I do next? You know, I've done everything. You know, I've had Mortal Kombat tournaments, I've had invasions of realms, I've had deadly alliances, I've had Armageddon itself, I've restarted time. What else can I possibly do? But when you have a new era, you're literally going back to the drawing board.
Was that necessary?
To buy us time. We must be rid of him before he recovers.
Fujin, summon the wind.
Where did you send him?
Chaos Realm. Havoc will keep him entertained.
Reference to both
Let's
Havoc
get to the Nether Realm.
and the Chaos.
We're running out of time to find Sindel. No sign of Sindel.
Not entirely unexpected, given that she did not aid in the Keep's defense.
What was her role then, if she is such a formidable weapon?
Is it possible that... Great Spirit.
What is it?
My Revenant. He is close.
Very close.
The Great Spirit cannot save you.
Take them to the Bone Temple.
Nightwolf. Shang Tsung. Nightwolf. Shang Tsung.
Where are we?
Shinnok's Bone Temple.
Raiden's violence against our Lord will not go unavenged, Fujin. Prepare to pay for your brother's sins.
Sindel, you look well. Death becomes you.
Always the charmer, Shang Tsung. I will enjoy feeding Lord Shinnok your soul. But you, Nightwolf, you get the privilege of suffering most. Only the best will do for the man who killed me.
I should have saved you. Hopefully we will today. Not without killing my revenant.
I'm not going to kill you. As Raiden said to Lord Shinnok, there are fates worse than death.
Fight.
Like the hair.
Oh my god, this game in HDR looks amazing.
Road warrior animal died.
Oh yeah man, I heard that today actually. That's actually sad. How old was he?
Six zero.
Jesus, that's actually young.
I can imagine few fates worse than yours.
The life of a pro wrestler, huh? It knocks a lot of years off your life.
Pop died at 4-6.
Jesus. That's even younger, I didn't even know it. I didn't even know that now. Yeah man, it's a crazy life being a pro wrestler.
You will die by your own hands.
Harming me only hurts you.
My sacrifice will save the Matoga.
Kronika has no love for our people. The Great Spirit
Is a fraud who allowed us to suffer. Kronika is our future.
Fight.
I was thinking, Shinnok's Bone Temple is very like the cathedral level in Mortal Kombat 3.
Earthrealm will prevail.
God, the thoughts of Microsoft acquiring Warner Brothers Interactive, Warner Brothers Games, and being forced into a situation of
Kronika is not the answer.
having to buy an Xbox to play Mortal Kombat. Jesus.
Shang Tsung, stop! We can restore him.
If I die, we fail.
EA nearly had it. Emoji happy tears.
Oh my God, imagine EA. Thankfully, EA didn't get their hands on Warner Brothers and Mortal Kombat. My fucking God.
Wolf, Shang Tsung must live.
The game will be riddled with like forced microtransactions, loot boxes, you name it.
Are you happy now?
I am healthy, Nightwolf. That should be your concern.
Both of you, please. We must make haste to the Soul Chamber.
Then let us hurry. And hope Shiva is as eager to aid us as I anticipate.
Escort you and your comrades to the Soul Chamber.
Yes.
Have you come from the future only to insult me?
We'll have to pay to play as Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad. Emoji happy tears.
I know, yeah, they'd be
defeating
fucking...
Kronika depends on us reaching that chamber.
Oh, stop.
Why?
Because we must restore Sindel.
They'll probably like bring in like fucking Mass Effect characters into Mortal Kombat and everything.
You've captured her revenant.
Together, Fujin and I can restore her to life.
Why? To make a slave of her, as Quan Chi did?
So that she can aid us against Kronika. But you have my vow. She will return free of all influence.
As I recall, you were bloodbound to Empress Sindel.
I was her protector for
Isn't it
life.
crazy Minecraft cost the same amount of every Bethesda studio? Tears.
That was not your fault.
It is actually.
You could not save her then. Now you can.
I just hope that the acquisition
Then No. We must
goes
present
like
this to Kitana
the
Khan.
Minecraft acquisition,
Your
and
Highness,
Microsoft
if we approach
own
Kitana,
Zanzimax,
she'll
but
cut Shang Tsung's
their
head
games
off.
continue to be
Kitana
released
never
across multiple
appreciated my
platforms. Because that's what's happening with
contributions to the
Minecraft.
Empire.
And
Like replacing her with
Minecraft
an
brings
evil
in
clone.
the profit, like,
Yes.
for Microsoft, and it's available on all platforms. So
time is short, Queen Shiva. We
That's
must
what I'm
act
hoping for.
now and beg Kitana's forgiveness later. After
Only a few
restoring
will
her
be
mother.
exclusive.
Will you help us?
hopefully there's shit games like Fallout. You know,
By
games I don't really
concealing you
care
from
about.
Kitana,
Others
I
timed.
betray my oath to her.
Oh god, timed exclusives.
But my life
All this
belongs
kind of shit,
to
man, is just
Sindel.
ruining games. Like,
You will be recognized by Kitana's Imperial Guard.
True. They won't take to me kindly.
That will do. We've made it this far. There's a stairway beyond those doors, and at the top...
The Soul Chamber. I feel it.
So there he was, neck deep in shit, cowering at the business end of an outhouse.
I blame Nintendo leaking their new Switch. Xbox hesitating, emoji happy tears, just kidding.
Could be.
Follow my lead.
Earthrealm is Shiva, and a coffin. What secret did you plan to bury here?
It is the Khan's business, Baraka.
We're equal partners, remember? The Khan's business is my business. You are not Shokan. I know that scent. Smells like... Shang Tsung.
No flies on Baraka.
How's that for strange bedfellows? What do you say we skip the preliminaries and y'all come with us quietly? We'll have a nice friendly chat with Kitana Khan.
There's no time for chat. We must get to the Soul Chamber urgently.
Then go on and get to it. But we're taking Shang Tsung. And that coffin.
Tasty.
My sincere apologies.
Tarkatan blood is shed. You will atone, Shiva.
Were you not warned? Tarkatans are all mouth and no ears.
Fight.
There we go.
You speak when you should listen. Sindel. We can restore her with the Soul Chamber.
Hold up, Shiva. You're resurrecting Kitana's evil mama? Whatever your reasons, this ain't a good look for you.
Fight.
It'd be interesting if the Mortal Kombat story had a permadeath where you could actually like choose you want to kill off the main characters.
Know your place, Outlander. Let's move quickly.
What in Argus's name is happening out here? Shang Tsung. I thought I saw you slither away from the Colosseum.
You always were perceptive.
We have no wish to fight, Jade. This is Sindel's Revenant. We can restore her to life, so she can join the fight against Kronika.
Please, Jade. We must enter.
You have yet to convince me. Even if you do, the Soul Chamber is occupied. Kotal uses it to mend his broken spine. Disrupting him now could leave his injuries permanent.
I promise we will not disturb him.
Your promises are empty, sorcerer.
We will not harm Kotal. As my ally, you should trust me. So much for Adenian loyalty.
Yeah, Jade.
Fight.
What did happen before
You will suffer.
Look at that. Stomped all over her.
You will recover.
Or do we wake him?
Kotal.
Shiva? What is... Where is Jade? And why is he here?
Later, Kotal. For now, we must...
I recall my captivity in your flesh pits all too well.
You need more time to heal.
I am strong enough to kill him.
Today he is our ally. With his sorcery, Sindel can live again.
Necromancy is forbidden. You have taken leave of your senses. Reverse the spell you have cast on them, sorcerer.
Do your work. I can hold Kotal.
Great Mortal Kombat movie reference there.
You dare obstruct my justice.
I
If
do.
you wish to keep all four arms, stand aside.
Fight.
I'll submit to Kitana Khan's justice, not yours.
Quan Shiva, choke him out.
Queen Shiva.
Kitana Khan, I...
Hold your tongue. Jade told me everything. Nothing good can come from that sorcerer's hands.
He will restore your mother, Kitana Khan.
For 1,000 years, I've dreamed of seeing her alive again. But her soul deserves better than to be corrupted by Shang Tsung. This perversion ends now. How quickly your oath to me is broken, Shiva.
I have been bound to your mother for millennia. I must honor her.
Fight.
Or combos.
You will suffer.
Oh yeah, Rocket League has gone free to play as well from today. Oh god, it's all because of Epic Games owning it now, like.
Forgive me, Kitana Khan.
Whereas text to speech.
First, let me pause this first. First of all, Tico, welcome to Green-HillGaming, where I am live streaming Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath.
Never mind.
Oh, I thought you were asking me how to activate it. If you want to know how to activate it, let me know, and I'll tell you. But there's your text-to-speech, Tico, and welcome to the live stream again, man. Great. I was doing a bit of online earlier, but I was getting clapped, so I decided to...
It is Benjamin on other account.
Oh, cool. Nice one. Welcome, Benjamin.
I sub to you on this account.
Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
What have you done?
I hope you grow big. You are very entertaining.
That is much appreciated, man. Thank you.
You too.
Am I alive? Is this real?
It's all a dream.
It is, Lady Sindel. A miracle we could not have achieved without your most loyal subject.
Shiva?
Empress, though today I have aided you, too often have I failed to protect you. I am not worthy.
Oh, nonsense. Today, you give me the greatest gift. A second chance. Your duty is fulfilled. I am in your debt now.
Thank you, Empress.
Where is my daughter?
Back on your mask, Katana has a global pandemic. No hugging.
It is me, Katana. Your mother.
Social distance.
I want to feel joy, but all I feel is... I was only a child when you... How could you kill yourself? Why did you abandon me?
I did neither, Katana. After being forced to wed Shao Kahn, I ran afoul of Quan Chi. He accused me of distracting Shao Kahn. Then the miscreant murdered me and staged my death as a suicide.
As I had always suspected.
But all this time? Everything I've been told about you, it's all lies? What can I trust?
Trust that I loved your father, Jared. Trust that I love you.
No, Mother.
This reunion is a blessing, but we have little time to celebrate. We must leave for Shang Tsung's island to finish our quest.
I would go with you, fight by your side, but...
Outworld needs its Khan. I know. Rest assured, Kitana. I will come home.
Sindel has been restored. Shang Tsung would only undertake such an arduous task if her aid promised a decisive advantage.
She is but one mortal.
And one of the few who can harm you.
I fear no harm.
They are at Shang Tsung's island.
Your crown. Shang Tsung knows.
Then our is over. Go to the island now. We cannot win their hearts, so do not try. Do not permit your better nature to compromise you.
I understand, Mother.
Colors.
They couldn't go on. I am touched by their devotion.
I question their judgment.
Have neither of you any compassion?
Not for fools who follow you.
Are we not following him now? At least we do not follow that fool, Raiden. Then we would surely die.
You may run like the wind, Cabal, but I command it. You should have devised a better plan.
There's more to come.
Resident Kombat.
You will be returned to the Void. Not even she can help you.
Too slow. I expected better, Fujin.
Fight.
Boom. Uppercut. I'm getting tired.
Now do I meet your expectations?
Cetrion must be on her way.
Sindel and I will occupy her. You two get the crown.
I must ask, sorcerer. How long before you betray us?
I find your lack of faith amusing.
When it happens, we will be ready.
Do me a favor, Fujin, and take one giant step back. You too, sorcerer. Makes sense we'd meet again down here. When you caged me up, beat me within an inch of my life. The hell if I ain't gonna return the favor.
Always so generous.
Beyond amusing, but insufficient.
You lost to me at your temple, Fujin. Now Kronika has made me even stronger.
You did not win that fight. You ran away.
Fight.
Yeah, boy Han.
The winds have changed.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You did not win that fight. Away.
Fight.
Quarter to 2 in the morning and I'm exhausted.
You should have fled this fight, too. Kronika's promises cannot be trusted, Jackson.
Bihan, Kano, Shao Kahn. Look at the scoundrels she employs.
That's a card you can't play, Fujin. Not when you're buddied up with Shang Tsung.
Fight.
The ginseng strengthens me. Again you fail.
Kronika will not heal your wounds, Jackson.
Damn it, Fujin. You know what I've suffered. Kronika's my one chance to prevent all that. Not just for me, but for Jackie, for Vera. Shit. You're a god. Ain't no way you get how this feels.
You know the only time Raiden and I ever fought? When I left the Sky Temple to live among humans. Do not become attached to them, Fujin. Sentiment will impede the execution of your duty. But warriors like you and I, we are strengthened by sentiment. We do not fight to kill enemies. We fight to protect our loved ones. That is why it cuts so deeply when we fail.
Well, I'll be. Maybe you do get it.
Kronika knows your pain. She manipulates you with it. Jacqueline is on her way here. Kronika expects you to fight her.
Exhausted.
Worse even, break her heart. Is that someone who cares one whit about you or your family?
To defeat me.
I am not finished yet.
Abide Kronika's will.
Tum Kasila, O Sisialo, O Makeayo.
Can you fight?
I'll do what I can.
Kronika offered the future, but instead you will have none. Blame only yourselves for this fate.
Fight.
It is your fate that should concern you, Cetrion.
Well, Shang Tsung, your strategy proved sound after all.
Of course it did.
Hands over your head, Shang Tsung.
You too, Sindel. That hair so much as twitches.
Ease up, baby girl.
Dad? How did you get here?
We're all on the same side against Kronika.
Yes. And now we must bring this to Raiden.
Is that a crown?
No, the shoe.
Kronika's crown. Without it, she lacks the power to restart history.
About time we had some good news.
Now that we have this, we're in uncharted territory. We've changed this timeline for good.
Correct. No one can predict what happens next. Not even me.
I must return to Outworld to aid Katana Khan.
Thank you for aiding us. We will rendezvous at the Sea of Blood in 6 hours.
Until our next battle. Sorcerer.
I'll go with the Briggs family to brief the Special Forces.
May the Great Spirit protect you.
May she protect you, Fujin, when Raiden lays eyes on you with Shang Tsung.
can be no new era.
This failure rests on my shoulders.
No. I underestimated Shang Tsung's ingenuity. To escape the void. To return from the future.
I will face him again, Mother. This time, I will succeed.
I must go. With Shang Tsung in possession of the crown, he's become far too dangerous. And I doubt his new allies realize quite how dangerous he is.
Your Shaolin masters, they're ready.
They will fight until the last man.
That is likely what it will take.
There will not be a fight if Charon does not help us. Is there any word from Grandmaster Hasashi?
No. If we do not hear soon, I will return to the Netherrealm.
Wrong, Scorpion. This cannot be good.
Get Raiden.
The fire gardens rebuilt. The Shirai Ryu are indeed restored.
Why are you here, Scorpion? Where is Grandmaster Hasashi?
He is dead.
And now you have come to finish us.
I understand your mistrust, but I am here to assist you.
I find that impossible to believe. What is he doing here?
We are not together.
If you are here to help, prove it. Join me against the sorcerer.
I shall.
Fujin? Raiden thought you lost when the timeline was broken, but you stand with Shang Tsung?
We have urgent news for Raiden. Please, let us pass.
This may be the sorcerer's trick.
The fire gardens will not be defiled by his presence.
Why you have joined Shang Tsung is beyond me, Fujin. What has he done to corrupt your mind?
Fight.
Oh man, 2 against 1 here.
Perhaps listen before you judge.
Thank you, Fujin.
The storm is not yet past.
Shang Tsung!
We must speak with you, brother.
We, Fujin? Since when are you friends with this filth?
I'm here to save you, Raiden.
We hail from your tragic future.
In it, Liu Kang defeated Kronika, but their battle destroyed her crown. Without this, a broken timeline couldn't be repaired.
Our only hope was to return here, steal the crown, and make use of its power.
Now we can change the outcome of the fight against Kronika. We can defeat her and fix time.
I had never thought you gullible, brother. Shang Tsung's schemes serve only to benefit him. How could you fall for such lies?
Be rational, Raiden.
Spread your falsehoods elsewhere, sorcerer. You will not deceive us.
Lord Raiden,
I always love this scene.
you may be telling the truth.
There is only one way to find out. Now, Shang Tsung, the truth!
Raiden, stop this!
Step aside, Liu Kang.
Put down the amulet. Its darkness is taking hold of you.
You also betray me.
This is not the way. Shang Tsung is not the enemy this time.
The realms hang in the balance, and you form this unholy alliance? Enough of this madness. If you both must die, so be it.
My brother is my problem. I will signal if I need help. Shinnok's amulet inflames your anger and clouds your
was the
judgments.
brother alert.
Have faith in me.
Fight.
Wins never wins.
Now listen. Running out of time.
I am a fool. I have allowed myself to become a slave to anger. I will not allow my temper to fracture our resolve further.
Surely you jest, Lord Fujin. Not at all, Liu Kang. Raiden's power makes you a fire god.
Of course it does.
Unfortunately, I cannot transfer my power to Liu Kang yet. First, I must free his Revenant from Quan Chi's curse.
We will face the Revenants soon enough.
What else can you tell us about the final battle? We must use every advantage.
Comes crawling.
Lord Fujin, Shang Tsung, I I trust you are enjoying your travels.
You have already been defeated once, Kronika.
Of course, Fujin. How else could you have escaped the void?
If you know this, accept the inevitable. Surrender.
But clearly my loss was not your victory, Raiden. If your future savior had gained full control of my hourglass, we would not be here. This timeline would no longer exist.
I see no harm in confirming your suspicion.
Even if you defeat me, what then? Who claims the hourglass? Surely you realize that Shang Tsung will break your alliance.
We are prepared, Kronika.
Are you? Have you wondered why Shang Tsung knows so much about my crown?
Because he did your bidding.